Okay, I'm just gonna get our materials set up. Wow, my hair has decided to go a little wild in the 5 minutes between taking the rollers out and going live, but that's okay, that's fine, we'll deal with that. All right. I feel like using, oh, that's backwards. I feel like using the original tarot. This deck is called the Original Tarot. It's from DeBry, but it's the typical Rider-Waite. I feel like using that today, doing the classic. Hello, Rose Blue. Welcome. We also have some runes. I forgot to bring the runes in last week, so we'll try and do that this time. And then Moonology. Okay, I'm gonna have a drink of water here real quick. It's a good view of my all my little Nintendo stuffies. The first person who can spot Rainbow, my Reiki rabbit in the background, gets 1,000 points. I don't know what the points are going to be for, but Roseblee says, full moon, people, put out your water and crystals tonight. Oh, is it already the full moon? I guess so. Hello, Kathy, welcome. Nice to see you too. I'm just getting shuffled, just getting settled in. There we go. Squadio Data MJ, happy to have a cup of coffee and some time to sit on today's chat. Hello, welcome. I've been seeing all kinds of new, I say this on like every stream, but I'm super excited and grateful for it every time. But like, I see new usernames that I don't recognize in the chat. I'm like, oh my gosh, new viewers, new people. And it's just like, yay. But I'm also very, very appreciative to my returning viewers and stuff, of course. But I'm just happy you guys are all here to hang out and interact with me. So while we're waiting for more people to join, how was everybody's week so far? And weekend, I guess it's Sunday. I was gonna stream yesterday and decided I was gonna work on something else, so we're streaming today. My week has been pretty good. I managed to, I'm pretty sure, in just 7 days, watch the entirety of the Golden Girls, all 7 seasons, and each season has like 25 episodes or something like that. I'm gonna say that, oh, maybe not 7 days. I think that was more like 10 days. I feel like that's still pretty quick to get through that whole entire show. And I loved it. It's such a classic. It's so funny. And it just reminds me of, I think some of you, my returning viewers, will remember when I did the medium reading for Betty White in 2022, shortly after she'd passed away. And there's one episode, and I don't remember which one it is, and they're talking about, I think they're talking about like the cost of getting older and like the financial cost, the physical health costs, and the emotional and stuff like that. And the girls promise that they're going to take care of each other in the house. And Rose goes, well, what's going to happen when there's only one of us left? And it just so happens that Betty White was the last one. And I don't know, that just got me emotional for some reason. And then the last episode, no spoilers if you haven't watched this show that's like 30, 40 years old. But it had me emotional. So that's how my week has been. It's been good. All right, Rose Blue says my trip to Florida is delayed. Gotta sell all my extra truck parts. Okay. I hope that works out for you though, Rose, because I know that's very frustrating. Jackie Eaton's asking if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a little tired today, but I'm good. Gabby is wondering if she can ask a question. Go for it. Do you want for tarot or just a general question? Because either way, I can help you out. MJ says, I completed my 70th orbit around the sun. Happy birthday and congrats. The 70s used to mean something else until December 13th. I'm a golden girl now. Okay, and then Gabby's wondering the current feelings of Odalis towards me. Now, that does get into third-party kind of territory when we're reading on somebody else without their consent, but I think what we can do this time is just see if there's anything that is like okay for you to know about him and about your connection. Woo! Okay, I just had a few fall out. We have... Okay, first of all, Strength card does have very strong feelings for you. I think he really likes you. I'm assuming this is he. I do kind of pick up like masculine energy, but correct me if I'm wrong. Very strong feelings towards you, okay? First of all. However, there's a bit of a struggle here with him, and I don't think it has anything to do with you. I think this is his own personal struggles. Because we have 7 of Wands. He's got a lot on his plate right now. And there's a lot, like I'm just seeing like a great big to-do list. Like he's got all these things that he has to get done and he has to figure out right now. And with our 9 of Wands here, he's very tired of it, or very, very tired because of it. So we're going to pull a few more cards. Let's see. Oh, see you later, Rose Blue. Thank you for stopping in. All right, but let's see. For my viewer, Gabby, what else can we know? Okay. King of Wands. I feel like this is the card that sums him up. Like I think he is very passionate. He's a very like creative and intelligent person. Definitely very passionate. Charismatic. That's the other word I was looking for. Like I think he knows like how to charm you. And but it's natural. Like it's not put on or anything. It's just actually just the way he is. Yeah, there's been a loss recently. I don't know if that is like a relationship loss. I do feel that it is. And there's a lot of emotional baggage that he still has that comes from that. But he's getting through it. It's going to take him a little time. I wonder if he just got out of just went through a breakup or something. Because there's something still feels kind of fresh emotionally for him. But again, it's getting past it. It's not like it's going to be a barrier forever between you two. Bottom of the deck, I'm just pulling off the bottom. We got the Knight of Wands. He is going to come to you, I think, very soon with some kind of a message. What kind of message is he going to have? But the vibes feel good. Like, I think this person does really like you. Oh, Alak, Sharma, thank you. That's very kind. But what's the message he's going to come to you with eventually? I was wondering if we would see this one. Okay, yeah, his energy has been a bit back and forth. Okay, I understand. You know why, though? It's because he's heartbroken. I wonder if he actually maybe was cheated on. With our 7 of Swords, that's like deceit and trickery, but also having something stolen. And then, yeah, Page of Wands. I'm seeing like hookup one night, like one night stand or hookup, and something that was like just purely physical, sexual. And I think he's very hurt over that. And his heart is still healing, but he does like you. It's just, he's a little afraid. That's what I pick up. He's a little afraid to make any sort of commitment right now, or, you know, like for sure, like reveal his heart and feelings to you. He's just holding back a little bit. And I can understand that. If he's been hurt like that, it makes sense that he's not willing to jump into anything quite yet and that he's a little hesitant. His energy feels hesitant. But it's not that he doesn't like you. I think he does. But we're going to just volume warning because these are loud. Okay, I cast 2 and nothing came up. I cast 3 more and I had 2 more come up. We got the Rido rune. It's hard to show it without the camera glare, the ring light glare, but it's a little R. There's something about a journey here. And what is it about the journey, Spirit? Yeah, it's a process and it's going to take time, but if you let his healing process take place and you're patient and you're supportive and you understand that it's just part of the process and not anything personal, the outcome is going to, what I get is the word beautiful, is going to be much more beautiful than if you two were to just jump into something right now. And then I also have, I'm going into the book for this one because I'm still learning runes and I have trouble remembering what they're all called. This little dude here, Ingwa's rune. You can see that? Yeah, I think so. And it's growth, fertility, gestation, growth. Now, from the moment, let's just use the pregnant mom as an example. It's just an example, doesn't, anyway. There's the day that she sees the 2 lines, you know, the positive test, but that doesn't mean the baby comes that day, right? It takes 9 months-ish, give or take, before that actual baby is right there in her arms. It's a process, and it's a journey. There's a growth. I'm just getting here, like, just give it some time and let that relationship grow, like, naturally, organically, without pushing anything, without forcing anything. Seems like you have a good connection. He's just very hurt. I'm going to pull immunology and then I'm going to go back through the chat because I do see a lot of you have been commenting and asking questions. But let's just do immunology for you, Ms. Gabby. Let's see what the oracle card is for you. Yeah, emotions are running high. He's in a delicate state right now. That word delicate comes in. It's not anything you're doing. It's not that he's questioning how he feels about you. He's just, he was lied to or cheated or something happened in his last relationship that really shook him. He's emotional right now. He just needs a little bit of time to heal. Okay. That's what I have for you. Hello to Brenda, Lilith, Basky, Dabs, Vivien, Sharon, Ellie. Oh, you guys are so sweet, saying, "Oh, you look pretty." I had time to do makeup today, so I felt, you know, why the heck not? Okay. Fake Locust is asking, do you support LGBTQ? Of course I do. I'm the B in the LGBTQ. So it would be a little bit hypocritical for me not to be supportive of that community since I am part of it. All right. People are people and love is love. And, you know, as long as the people involved are consenting adults who care about each other and treat each other well, I don't care what you do, you know? All right. Let's see. I'm so glad it resonated with you, Gabby. I'm really glad that message helped you. Alak is asking if, okay, says, my beautiful friend, can you tell me something about me? Sure, we can pull a card. And Alak is also asking if I meditate. I do, not as often as I would like to, but I'm getting better at it. I do enjoy meditating. Brenda, I am doing well today. Thank you for asking. Okay, so Alak, Sharma, I'm going to, let's pull a couple cards for you and see what kind of message Spirit's got for you. Whoop. What do we have for Alak, Sharma, Spirit? Do y'all see that? That went flying. All right. First of all, Lover's card, you're very greatly and deeply loved, but I'm going to pull a few more just to go along with it. Seems like okay. There's some kind of plans somebody is making. Maybe it's you, or maybe it's the person that you could be in relationship with. Yeah, Two of Wands, making plans. They're maybe kind of short-term plans. Like you're planning something that's going to come up, I think, within the year, not necessarily like a 5-year plan or 10-year plan. Plans for something that's going to come up right away, involving, there's this, I'm Queen of Wands. I'm just saying there's this like a beautiful woman or a person with this beautiful feminine energy that really loves you, and that like you seem to be very close with, that you love a lot. You're making plans with this person. Are you maybe planning to marry or engaged or something? Because we have the Hierophant. That's often like the traditional institution of marriage. Sometimes it can mean like a common law or a civil union. Just something being legally recognized. Making plans to have something legally recognized in a relationship you have with like a beautiful woman or beautiful person with feminine energy, divine feminine. Bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Cups. This is like wish come true, very satisfied, very happy with this decision, with where the course of your life is going, it seems, in regards to this relationship with this woman or this person. Okay, anything else? Holy crap, I am like butterfingers today. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Shy Guy says, show me your biceps, and I'm gonna say that costs extra. Oh, Sharon and Lilith, thank you for putting my stuff from the description into the chat. I actually don't have my Otter Spirit bracelets on today. I took them off last night and forgot to put them back on, but you can see them in other videos. Okay, and then, Alak, I'm going to do a rune for you. Okay, I cast 3 and nothing come up. I cast 3 more and we have 1 that came up. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm going into the book for this. I know some people are like, why are you going into the book for this? You should learn all this before you do it on camera. But I felt like Spirit was very strongly telling me to learn this alongside you guys. So that's what we're doing. And I just want to be completely open with y'all. So we have the Lagu's rune. Letter L. L could be significant. Maybe somebody's name here starts with an L. But it does have to do with like flow. So there is a message here about going with the flow, letting your emotions flow. What is this? Letting your emotions, yes, letting your emotions flow. Oh, like it's okay to be vulnerable, vulnerability, mutual vulnerability. Getting that message from Spirit. That it's like, it's okay to just accept it and to go along with the process. It might take a little time and a little practice, but that's part of the adventure, part of the journey. And so Spirit's encouraging you to just go with it, not to force anything, not to be afraid right now, not to worry about anything regarding like your relationship. We're gonna pull a Moonology for you. Sorry, I'm scrunching my face. There, I was itchy. What is our Moonology here? Oh, okay. Well, we have 2. So first we have, don't let the past hold you back. So maybe if you've been and still in terms of relationship, if you've been hurt maybe in the past, you could be very worried, oh no, what if this is just a repeat of last time? But Spirit's saying nothing, we have this, nothing will come of your situation. So you being afraid of, you know, whatever happened to you last time, if you're afraid of it happening again, Spirit's saying, no, it's not, nothing is going to come of this thing that you're afraid of happening. You're not going to have a repeat. It's going to be something different this time. Okay. So I hope that was a helpful message for you. I see we have a bunch of new viewers. Hello to Maider, Naraka. We also have Brenda. I did see your question there, Brenda. I'm just going through the chat real quick to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Ooh, MJ says, my meditation practices have become more regular since I started using dowsing rods. I spend a few minutes with them at the end. Such fun. How does that work? I mean, I know what they are, but I've never actually used like a dowsing rod. I'm just curious how you use them for your meditation practice. And I'm just reading the chat, so it looks like I'm staring at y'all. And I am. But let's just see. Okay, one card for me and Rifet. Okay, again, third party, but if there is anything that you need to know that you wouldn't otherwise be able to find out, but is still important for you to know, we can pull a card on that. I'm very careful about these third party, you know, kind of readings because I don't feel comfortable reading on somebody who hasn't consented to it. But what I can do is just ask more about you. And if there's something that you need to know regarding you and this person, okay? So Maider, Naraka, and if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. Please just correct me in the chat. So one card. One card, okay. A message. Yeah, I see like a text message coming in. I know you said he's got you blocked on Instagram, but he might unblock to send you something. What else can we get from just one card? That's kind of a fun challenge. I get like this person, they're still quite attracted to you with Page of Wands. The message, you know, should they send you a DM, I think it would be very short and sweet. Maybe just like, hey, or how you doing? You okay? What you doing? Let's do Moonology. Yeah, there's gonna be some kind of very quick, brief communication that you'll receive from him soon. We got emotions are running high. And I think this maybe applies to both of you, because if you're wondering if he's still thinking about you, yeah, he is, but he's also wondering if you're still thinking about him. And then we have, what do you need to release? And it might have something to do with why these emotions are running so high. What are you willing to tolerate in a relationship, in a connection, in getting to know somebody? What are you willing to be patient with? And what do you just not have time for? This message that I'm getting for you from Spirit is like, don't let anybody waste your time. Don't let anyone waste your time. Brenda is asking, and that's the message that I have for you. I really hope that was helpful. But now Brenda is asking if 2025 will be a happy and loving year going forward. So let's see. I'll pull one card for just in general for everyone, and then I'll do some for you specifically. So just in general for everyone, will 2025 be a happy and loving year? I think so, because with the Six of Cups, like there's this energy of people helping each other. There's also shared nostalgia for better times, and people like taking action to kind of go back to those better times. And when I say better times, I mean like where people felt happy, where people felt safe, where the collective wasn't in fight or flight mode all the time, where we're not all collectively in survivor mode. Now, let's do a card for Brenda's 2025. Happy and loving year going forward. And hopefully with a lovely financial boost too. Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? So let's see, Brenda's 2025. Whoa. Spirit has a lot of information for you. Okay. I'm going to just use the ones that fell out onto my table, not the ones that fell out on the floor. I don't know. I just feel guided to use the ones that are on the table. We got in 2025. Okay. First of all, 2024 and perhaps even before then, something you've been dealing with that's been kind of put at a standstill. You weren't seeing a lot of progress being made in some kind of effort that you've been making. You're going to finally, I think it's like you're going to finally hear back from that person you're waiting on. You're going to finally get confirmation of things moving forward with this thing that you've been trying to accomplish. Because we have the Justice card. The loose ends from last year will be tied up this year. And there's an outcome that's like, it's fair. I'm getting like fairness. I'm hearing literally justice and fairness to all. Yeah, something is finally going to be made right and is finally going to be made fair after a long time of hearing nothing. High Priestess. Yeah, there's something that's going to, I think, be revealed that you didn't know previously. Maybe you're going to find out why there was such a delay, or you're going to figure out more details about like whatever this action, this response is going to be that's going to make things balance out and make things become fair. You're going to find out basically what was happening behind the scenes the entire time. And you're going to go, oh, that makes sense. Okay, I see why that took so long. Or like, okay, I see why that was worth the wait. Because I keep hearing something from Spirit about something being worth the wait. I'm just scrolling down a little. Okay. Oh, you guys are super active in the chat today. Okay. Let's see what else we can get. So I love knowing that something that you've been waiting for it's going to come and it's going to be made right and there's going to be balance, and I'm just getting this word correct. Something is going to be corrected. Yeah, you're going to get, okay, first of all, good news. Page of Cups, you're going to get good news about something that's been really stressing you out and really upsetting to you. So that's exciting for 2025. I love that for you. Let's do a little rune. Yeah, here we go. We have again with the Ingwas rune. Something, yeah, I think there's been such a delay for something in 2024 because whatever it is, this outcome, it had to take time to actually grow. I'm seeing, this might be silly, but I don't know. But I'm getting the mental image of, we call it a crock pot, but a slow cooker. You know, where you put your food in the morning, you set it to whatever setting, and then you come home from work and supper's ready and your house smells good. It took a while though, right? It took a while, and you had to go about your day and accept that, all right, okay, yeah, the roast will be done when it's done, but for right now, I need to just work on these other things that I need to do. And you're just kind of going with the flow. You've been in that state. So whatever it is that's coming up in 2025, that conclusion, that fairness, it's been cooking this whole time, and it's almost done cooking. All right, and then we'll do a moonology. Let's see. For Brenda's 2025, which moonology card best fits her 2025, the energy of her coming year? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Now again, I say this every time. I'm not an astrologer. I should learn astrology. It's really cool, but there could be something about Taurus season. Well, that's what, March? Something about the month March, I think it's Taurus season, somewhere in there. Prosperity lies ahead. There could be some kind of like money, because you were asking about financial, like a financial boost. So something like that could come in sometime in Taurus season. But yeah, I love this. Prosperity lies ahead for you. The one on the bottom of the deck is you're very close to achieving your goal. So that's exciting. So Spirit's telling you, like, just keep holding on. The wait, whatever you're getting in 2025 is worth the wait. You just had to let it cook. And the rewards are going to just be absolutely delicious for you. Okay, and then, Maider, I see your other question that I missed. You asked if you'll be able to pass your exam for PhD in pathology. You're super stressed. Okay, well, first of all, mad respect to you for going for your PhD. I cannot imagine how difficult that is and how much work you've already had to put in. So absolutely, let's see if you'll be able to pass your exam for PhD in pathology. Let's see. I see. You've been very afraid, because with this tower, this is something that can make or break the last several years of your education. And I totally understand that. And I see how this is life-changing. You know, getting that PhD and like finishing up your education and stuff, that opens up so many more doors of opportunity for work and you know, for other things in your life. So I understand why that is really stressful. But message I get here, first of all, there's this, like, you are capable. There's this message of like having some trust in yourself. Trust yourself. And it sounds corny and silly, but like to believe in yourself that you can do this. 7 of Pentacles. It's paying off. All of your studies are paying off. All of this effort and this time and money, or you know, all of this extra work that you've had to put in, it is paying off. So let's get a look at the exam. I have the feeling that yes, you will pass it. Okay, I pulled 3 and I will get to them, but Spirit wanted me to just show you so that you're not worrying anymore. We got justice, okay? That's something being balanced out and made correct and like properly balanced out. So I do see that you pass. Yeah, I see where there's like this fear of loss, but it's anxiety. It's your fears and your anxieties are not telling you the whole truth. right? Your fears and anxieties are, I can understand being very stressed and worried about this exam, but your anxiety is lying to you saying, oh, you're going to fail, you're not going to make it, you're going to embarrass yourself. No, you're not. No. It's okay. It's all right. You're very intelligent. And interestingly, things that you've learned, that you've had to study, that maybe concepts that you haven't looked at or examined in a while, when you're doing this exam, like it's all going to come right back to you fresh. So all of this work you've put in, I have a hiccup coming on, hang on. Okay. All the stuff you learned has been like stored somewhere. Excuse me, hiccups again. Anyway, I'm like touching the back of my head thinking, oh, stored somewhere in the back of your mind in your subconscious. And if you're worried about forgetting what you've learned, don't worry, because you will remember it and it will all come up. And I do see that you're going to pass. It is going to be okay. Okay. Brenda, thank you for the super chat. Thank you guys for all that you do. I appreciate it. All right. So best wishes for you, but it is going to work out fine. It is going to be okay. You belong there. You are smart enough. You are talented enough. You are skilled enough. You are allowed to grow and learn. Even after this exam, even after you have all your schooling and stuff done, you don't have to be perfect. You can still grow, and you are still worthy of respect and patience and compassion from others in your field. All right. I'm sure you'll be an excellent professor. You have, what I pick up from you just tuning into your energy is you have a lot of compassion in your heart. And in academia, that seems to be a rare quality, just from what I understand. Everybody else, or a lot of others in this field, may be cold and calculated, and that doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means that's how their minds work. But you have compassion and warmth. And it's a piece of this puzzle that has been missing, and you're there to, I love it. Like, you're there to, like, yeah, bring in this energy wherever it is that you end up choosing to work or to teach. You end up bringing in this energy that just sort of balances everything else out. There's the analytical side of learning and stuff, but your students are going to like you because you have a heart. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to go back through the chat. Okay, Princess K, hello and welcome. Princess KK is asking, can I ask if it'll be a good idea for my son to go to private school? Ooh, and if the CEO of the company who hit my car will find the driver. Ooh, we got some tea. Well, let's do the first thing about the private school. Interesting. I just had a card come flipping out, and I'll show it to you in a second. Okay. Wow. Okay. So about the whole private school thing, and it is kind of third party considering it's about your son. If he's very young, can't really consent to it, we're not going to look at like him personally, but we're just going to look at the effect, should you opt for private schooling, the effect that it could have. Okay, first of all, Six of Pentacles, there is like cooperation. With when we do timing, this also could mean 6 years if your son is 6 years old. or if he will be 6 years old maybe by the time he starts the schooling. But I see it where there's like I'm hearing something about equal opportunities. Yeah, equal opportunities, give and take. Okay, I see. So the effort that he puts in, he's going to be rewarded for. And it's, what I pick up is like, this could be a place where they reward effort rather than just results. I mean, they have to give you a grade and, you know, and the results of your tests, your spelling tests, your assignments, your, you know, all that. Yeah, okay. But they put more emphasis on the work that the kids put in. Right? Because here we have the devil card, and it doesn't mean there's anything necessarily bad about this private school or anything. There won't be the same hang-ups as certain public schools. Now, it could be different where you're from. I just know from my experience growing up in Canada, in a Canadian, actually in an Albertan public school system, they were all about the grades and the marks and the results. They didn't care necessarily how much effort I put in, but if I got honors, you know, on my provincial achievement exams, like they cared about that, right? They cared about, this seems like a school where they care more about the effort, so kids are not so attached to good grades, and they're going to be more interested in doing their best work instead of, well, what kind of shortcuts can I take, you know, to just get this done and get a passing grade, whatever. No, they're going to be like, it's going to be, as these kids grow up, and should you send your son to this kind of school, as he grows up in this school, he's going to be more, eventually, it's going to be more about, like, wow, I'm so proud of myself because I did my very best and I worked so hard and I learned and I practiced, and the grade itself is not going to matter as much. So like eventually his self-worth is not necessarily going to be placed on, oh my God, I got 80% on this, or I don't know. In Canada, we didn't do letter grades. That's an American thing. And if where you're from, I don't know if they do letter grades or percentages, but you know, it's instead of, wow, I got 80% on my spelling test, you know, I got 8 out of 10. It's going to be like, wow, I finally figured out how to spell the word necessary. You know, like maybe that or something like that, where, wow, like I finally figured out long division, instead of worrying about, oh, I got 100%, I got 10 out of 10 on my math sheet. It's like, I figured out how to do this, and I was struggling for months on this, and now I actually get it. And that's where the pride and the like good feeling comes in. All right, now, what else do we have? A little pricey maybe, but that would make sense for private education. I wonder if maybe with this Six of Pentacles, maybe there's some kind of subsidy. I wonder if there maybe is, yeah, some kind of subsidy or some kind of support to help cover like tuition. But also just security where, I mean, the building itself could be quite secure. They maybe do have security staff. I'm just seeing that. I'm seeing like some adults that they walk around in the building. They have like, I'm just seeing like a black vest or something like that. They look different than the other staff, but they're security. They're there to just make sure that the kids are safe. I'm also getting like with your son, like he'll feel secure there. Like I think he'll feel very comfortable there. And it has to do with the, like some kind of policy they have about praising the effort over the result. And so it's going to help him to, there's like something about building his self-esteem there and like helping him to just feel happy and to feel, yeah, like there's a feeling of safety there I pick up. The wait list might, there might be a wait list with this hangman. Might take a little bit of time. Let's see. Anything else we need to know? It does overall seem like it would be quite good for him. Okay, yep, Chariot, go for it. I wonder if maybe they have like a charter bus or something, like maybe he'll be eligible for busing or something like that to do with transportation. But I'm also just getting a like, go, 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 you know, like that Beatles song. You say stop and I say go, go, go. And then we have King of Swords. Positive, I think there will be positive male role models and male teachers, but also that like you're and about your son himself, like he's very smart. He's a quick learner. That's something I pick up is that he's a very quick learner. He's very smart. And there's something about coming out the other side of this schooling, like something about like brilliant and intelligent and mature, a young man. So I don't know if that's like a K to 12 school, if he can graduate high school from there or what, but there's just something about that's when he's all done and he's gone all the way through the program, like it's really going to grow him up and it's going to set him up for like a good, secure foundation as a young adult. Winjo rune. Joy. He's going to be happy. He's going to love it. Like there's going to be friends. I feel that. Because I mean, yeah, there are kids who love learning and love to read and love to do the activities and play the sports and stuff. But there's like, why else do kids who love school love to go to school? Because that's where their friends are. So there's a lot of joy and a lot of, it's good. It's good for him. He's going to be happy there. Let's do immunology. But everything is pointing to it being good. I'm going to take this one that flipped out. Yeah, okay, we have here, it's time to take action with this new moon in Aries. So if there's anything you need to do to maybe get them registered for, I know it's the middle of the school year now, but maybe for next year or something like that, maybe now is the time to do it. Just because there may be that wait list, yeah. So I hope that was helpful to you. Oh, I see you said, I love that, thank you. I'm really glad you like it. I'm glad that was helpful. And let's see. Lilith wanted a reading as well. Oh, someone sent me a super chat. Kathy. Okay, I'll do one for Lilith and then I'll do one for you, Kathy. Oh, the van driver. Yep. We got so wrapped up in the, okay. Okay, hang on. We'll finish Princess KK's and then I'm gonna just write it down so I don't forget. We got Lilith and then we have Kathy N. Oh yeah, okay, and then you were asking if the CEO, right, so a company van hit your vehicle or wrecked your property, and you're wondering if the CEO is going to find the specific driver who did it. So let's see, is this person going to find out? Are they going to find out who did it? Are they going to find out who did it? Yes, they will. They will, and I think somebody's getting fired. And I'm not taking joy in the fact that someone's getting fired. I'm just taking joy in the fact that they're not getting away with damaging your property, that there are actually going to be consequences. Yeah, I saw this death card, immediately thought fired, and he's going to have to start over elsewhere. And then, yeah, Wheel of Fortune, it's like, yeah, yeah. Because this is big. That's a big deal, especially for that company, because, you know, one of their vans destroyed your property. Well, it's going to make them look bad and harm their reputation too. So, yeah, there will be consequences. All right. Thank you for the super chat also, Princess KK. I appreciate that. All right, and then Lilith. Did you have a specific question, Lilith, or was it just a general look? In the meantime, I'll shuffle. Sorry, I thought I heard something out my window. I'm staring off now. All right. General, okay. All right, so general message for Lilith. First of all, judgment. I'm hearing something about now is the time. And that's just one that fell out. So we'll pull a couple more. So what else is going on with this? Something about now is the time. The time to do what? There's something about the time to speak up and the time to take action. You've waited long enough. Now it's time to take action, or now it's time for something to happen here. What else should we know? An offer. Oh, girl. Okay. I'm excited now. Ooh. Okay. In the past, we did readings for, if I remember correctly, like love readings for you. And we knew that somebody was coming and Spirit had somebody picked out for you, but it was just going to take a little time. That waiting period is going to be over very soon. There's a romantic offer. There's like, I don't know, maybe you're in the talking stage with this person and he's finally going to be like, you want to go out with me? Or, you know, whatever. Or ask to become exclusive. Or it's like, now the time for the, you know, waiting is done. This person is now going to come into your life and there will be some kind of a romantic offer for you from this person. Ooh. Bottom of the deck. Okay, and you said no one yet. So I think you're going to meet this person right away. Bottom of the deck, there is the Four of Wands, peace and harmony, like a stable home life with this person. Excuse me. I'm not using the One World Tarot right now, but in my deck, the One World Tarot, this Four of Wands actually depicts a wedding. So this is somebody that there's like, I'm hearing the words domestic bliss. Like your forever person, somebody that you're going to be living in domestic bliss with. It's coming soon. I love that for you. I'm so excited. No, okay, I had a rune fly out, but nothing popped up. So let's see what else. Without looking in the bag. I just want to make sure they're all mixing around. Okay. Okay, Rido, letter R. So maybe his name starts with an R, or there's something significant about that letter R. But there's also just, again, enjoying the ride, enjoying the process. I'm hearing something. This is a love that you can write a story about. And that's why Spirit wants you to really enjoy this process and this time right now and enjoying just letting things unfold the way that they are. Something about you could write a story about this love. Then I'm going to look into the book because I have this rune. I can never remember what it's called. I think it looks like a chicken foot or a bird foot, but it's not a chicken foot. I need to just figure out what it's called. Oh yeah. The algaes. Anyway, the algaes rune. This is divine protection. This is like your relationship being protected. This is you being safe. This is your person being safe. And it's like once you're together, nothing is going to come between you. Nothing is going to, like, no home wrecking. I was gonna say there's no third party to come in and separate you, and the words that popped in, there are gonna be no home wreckers. So don't worry, it's good. Your relationship is safe, secure. Okay, we have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. I think you already know this now. And we can consciously know something, but still not feel like it's fully absorbed. This is fully absorbing for you now. Just knowing that you are good enough for, well, to receive love in all of its beautiful divine forms. But in this case, with the with the romantic connection, you are good enough. You're worthy of romantic love. You're worthy of marriage if that's something you want. You're worthy of having your own family should that be something you want. You're worthy of being in a safe and loving relationship. You're worthy of being secure with who you're with and being secure with who you are. I love this for you. You are good enough. And yeah, I think it's starting to really sink in and really get into the subconscious. I'm seeing something about your brain has been rewiring lately. And you've maybe been replacing old, I'm going to call it automatic thinking, where sometimes we're programmed or socially conditioned to feel insecure, for example. And or to feel unworthy, or to feel like we need to earn or win, somebody's love and respect. And Spirit's just like, like you're starting to actually understand this on like a deeper, fundamental, more something like that, like some kind of deeper level that you are worthy. So that's very exciting for you. Okay, and then we had Kathy N. Oh yeah, and Vivien, I'm going to write down your thing as well. General reading. Okay. But Kathy, I'm going to go back up to your thing here. Okay. Now, Kathy in the chat asked, does my late husband, Ali, have anything to say? He's missing out on the grand, so I'm guessing that means the grandchildren. He's left me to deal with work and health issues, and I'm irrationally mad at him about it. I miss him, and I'm mad. This is okay. I want you to know first thing, that it is okay to love somebody, to really miss them, to feel grief, and still at the same time feel mad. That's completely natural. And that is okay. And that is a valid way to feel. There's no wrong way to go about grieving. There's no wrong way to feel about someone you love who has passed on to the other side. I'm going to take a minute to just shuffle these cards and just get in tune. So Spirit, a message from Kathy N's husband, Ali. First of all, I'm hearing, I'm sorry, hon, that wasn't what I meant to do. Oh, something about that was not my intention. And the image I'm seeing right now is it's a room full of kids, but the room is also a mess and there's toys everywhere. And there's like, I'm seeing like there's stuff on the table. There's a lot that needs to be done and a lot of responsibilities that are very difficult for one person to manage on their own. And I'm just hearing him say like, that was not my intention. I did not mean to leave you alone. I did not mean to leave you with such a mess. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm getting, and that is without cards. So what else? What else? What other message do we have from Ali to Kathy N? I pick up, first of all, just what I'm just tuning into kind of his energy here. He's very proud of you. I'd have stayed longer if I could. if I had to. But I can't. I couldn't. I had to go. I didn't do this to you on purpose. I had to go. And I'm sorry. That's like what I'm picking up very, very much. First of all, he sees that you're stressing with that 9 of Swords. And he understands. And he wants you to know that it's okay to feel the stress and that it's okay to feel grief. It's okay to feel, like we discussed that earlier, how it's okay to feel mad and sad and yet miss him and love him. And to feel stressed about the situation that you feel that he left you in. He's validating your feelings here. But he wants you to know that this stress and this, it will pass. It's temporary, because we have here 6 of Wands. There's victory. You're going to come out of this much stronger in the future. He's so proud of you, the way that you are as a grandparent. And she was a beautiful mother, an even more beautiful grandmother. Oh. Okay, so I have this this mental image of I think it's you. It's a young woman who's just had a baby. And she's laying, the baby's already out. She's laying on the bed, she's resting. You know, her face is red and sweaty and her hair is a mess and she's got the bags under her eyes because she's exhausted. But I'm seeing this from his perspective. He's looking at you and you're the most beautiful person he's ever seen. Why am I crying? I know I'm crying. This love, I pick up how strongly that he loves you. You're the most beautiful woman that he's ever seen. And as you get older, perhaps you feel insecure, maybe because, you know, we live in a society that values youth and doesn't have compassion for aging and doesn't seem to have room for it. But he wants you to know that you have become even more beautiful now than you were. Well, he's like, you've always been beautiful, but he's like, I had no idea that she could become even more beautiful than I already thought she was. Yeah. Okay. I have some water. I'm 100% totally okay. But that love feeling, that was very strong in my heart. And that mental image I had of the new mom and he's looking at you with this just adoration and this immense just pride because of your strength. Like he was always low key a little bit jealous. Very, very proud, but also a little bit jealous of your strength, because I'm hearing him say, if I had an ounce of the strength that she had, what could I have accomplished? How much more of a man would I have been? But he also understands that, everyone's on their path and that, his strengths and your strengths are all different, but just in awe, that word awe. He's just absolutely in awe of your strength as a person, your strength as a parent when you were raising your own children, your strength as a grandparent while you're, helping your children raise their children. I have 10 of Pentacles. Something about lineage. I'm hearing something about a lineage of love and a legacy of love, but also strength for the future generations. That the strength that you have, that you've shown through your life, it's going to rub off. It has rubbed off on your children already, and the message or the example that you have been for your children. But you're also going to be such a strong example for your grandkids that they're going to grow up and be like, well, you know what? Grandma did this, and I can do it too. Well, you know what? If Grandma was able to help raise all of us and help make all of this possible on her own after Grandpa passed, well, then I can do anything. Grandma can do anything. I can do anything. Oh, that's such a beautiful message. I feel drawn to just do a moonology this time instead of a rune. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, we have a fiery climax approaches. Now, this could mean that if you're currently feeling stressed out and frustrated and mad, you might blow up. And that's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. You're just expressing your frustration. So maybe you end up like, I'm seeing a few different things here. I'm seeing like somebody like your face in a pillow and just screaming into this pillow, or like boom, 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 like boxing, punching at this pillow to get the frustrations out. I'm also seeing just going outside and shouting something out into the abyss and getting it off your chest. It's like a quick, just a boom, like explosion of all of the pent up anger. But then there's this like sigh of relief. There's this breath like of fresh air, just this, okay, I feel better now. And then we have show the world the real you. What I get from this is if you're not already doing this, I'm sure you probably are, but to show your true emotions around your grandkids. And I'm not sure how long ago that your husband passed, but I do know that grief has no timeline, and it can take a very long time for some people to go back to even just feeling normal, if ever. So the times where you miss him and you feel sad and you want to cry. And it's okay if the grandkids see that. And it's okay if your own kids see that. They need to know that this is a natural response to losing a person that you love, and that it's completely okay. And that, it's like, oh, well, Grandma's crying and she's really sad right now, but she's still very strong, and it's okay because it's normal to cry and be sad when we miss someone. So showing your family, and especially with all your kids. And when I say kids, that includes your grandkids, because I feel like you just call them your kids too. To just be open about your feelings and to be open about how this process has been, and to just let them know that there's nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to grief, and when it comes to getting older and having anxieties and doubts and insecurities. There's nothing to be ashamed of, because you're living life the way that life is intended to be lived. And that means we love, it means we lose our loved ones sometimes. It means we have days where things are really easy, and then we have days where things feel impossible. We have days where something from years ago that we haven't thought about in a long time comes back up and brings up all these emotions. It's just all part of the curriculum of our Life on Earth school. Kathy says, it's been 10 years. On the one hand, glad he hasn't been here to deal with the cult 45 treatment of Muslims, but he's missing out on so much of his legacy. How do I want to word this? Maybe missing out on it from like a human in a physical body point of view, but from where he is on the other side, he's aware of every single thing. He knows what the kids are up to. He knows what the grandkids are up to. I don't know how old your grandkids are, if they're very little or not, but I just have this image of like, he's standing over a crib, like he's got his hands on kind of the rail of the crib, and he's looking in, and He's just kind of smiling and being like, oh, he looks like me. He's got my face shape. Oh, look at that little grin, or oh, look at his nose. Like watching over, there's like a baby boy. I just am seeing that he's been watching over. Or if you have a young grandson, I feel like it's one of your youngest grandchildren that when he was a baby, your husband would kind of look in on and be like, oh. So yeah, he's not missing. If you're worried about him missing out on the happy memories that your family is making moving forward, he's not missing out, honey. He is absolutely aware. And he's just as much a part of it as you are. The only difference is you guys are in a physical body and he's not. Okay. So that was the message I have for you, Kathy. So I really hope that was helpful. It's been a while since I've done, I think last week's stream we did a medium reading, I think. But it's been a while since I've done like a full-on connect to that person medium reading. So I want to just tell Ali, thank you so much for coming in and for speaking with us. I am going to now ask you to step back because it is time to move on to the next person in the list. But thank you. Ooh, another grandchild on the way, gender unknown. Ooh. I'm just letting you know right off the bat that Ali knows. He knows if it's a boy or a girl. He knows, but he's not telling you. And you better believe that he is going to be there to watch over that baby and to take care of that little baby from where he is in spirit. So next we have Vivien, and Vivien is looking for a general reading. Yeah, that was emotional. But you know what? I'm okay with that. And you're right, I did need water. Thanks for looking out for me. Is the line/list long? I'm not really doing a formal queue. I just had 3 people send or 2 people send super chats with questions, so I did want to prioritize them. Not that I don't prioritize everybody else in the list, of course, but no, it's not really like an official list or a queue. All right, so general message for Vivien. Also, hello, Alex. Welcome. So Vivien. Interesting. 4 of Cups and 4 of Swords both fell out. We'll get into them in a minute. Alex, I can give you a message after Vivien. So if you can hang tight for a few minutes, then absolutely. Interesting. Okay. Why do I have the Friends theme song pop into my head? And it's literally just that line, so no one told you life was gonna be this way. I can't really sing too much of it because I don't want to get DMCA'd. But I see with this 4 of Swords and 4 of Cups, perhaps you're feeling like where's the adventure? Like maybe perhaps aspects of your life have become very boring or feel very boring. And feel like, like nothing is changing, nothing's new. There's this feeling of being just so bored and so dissatisfied with where you're at right now. And I understand there's absolutely no shame and feeling that way, because I also feel that way about my life sometimes. There's something perhaps that just, maybe you're feeling like it's been a long time since you've had an adventure, or since you've had any kind of like major excitement. Everything has just been, and it's nice when life is stable and relatively chill, but maybe you're starting to feel a little bit stagnant. And Spirit's saying that lull is part of the process, because you have the World card, where the world keeps turning, right? It's very slow. I mean, when we think about it, to us, it maybe feels very slow. But it keeps turning. It doesn't stop. And I'm seeing that this is what's happening in your personal world. Energy might be moving slowly, but you're not stuck, and nothing is necessarily stopped up. It was a resting time. You were in kind of a time to settle down and take a break. Sometimes in life we do have, like, you know, really busy times and lots of energy moving and lots of like emotional stuff moving, and then things settle down. You needed a settle down period. You had to just rest. There was some kind of healing. Your soul needed to just take a little break before moving into the next stage of your spiritual journey. First of all, Spirit says for you to recognize in the smaller aspects of life, in the little things, the adventures that you can have. Okay, because I'm seeing maybe your goal, let's just say, for example, your goal was to go on a vacation. And, you know, maybe like you would love to go fly halfway across the world. Just an example. And Spirit's like, well, let's start with driving to the next state over and going on a road trip and looking at local attractions. And then local attractions, and then expanding your horizons, and then, you know, going, oh, let's go into the next state over. Okay. And see what kind of excitement and adventures are there. There's something about like the excitement and the adventures close to home, but eventually it will build up into something bigger where you are flying halfway across the world, should you choose to. Where you are having, he's on a horse, it's rushing, this like greater increase in movement, the energy in your life, the like that sense of adventure and stuff in your life. It is moving much more quickly. It's just, I see why. Okay. So you had this like long healing and resting period, and Spirit doesn't want to completely jar you by, I'm just getting the mental image of somebody who's been asleep all night and is being woken up by, you know, those light clocks that they start off with just a dim light and then it gets brighter and brighter and brighter gradually, and it wakes you up like that, rather than I'm seeing an old-fashioned alarm clock, you know, with the bells and the thing that goes back and forth, and it's really loud and startling. Spirit's trying to, like, I think, wake you up and get you moving gently first, and then the momentum will build up. Okay? So instead of being in a dead sleep to all of a sudden alarms going, you're jumped on your feet, you're, you know, got toothbrush in your mouth, you got your hair in the rollers or whatever, and you're doing all these things at once, that would be a little bit overwhelming. So Spirit's trying to get you to just ease into adventure and ease back into more of the excitement and stuff in life. Okay, I cast all these runes and only one came up, and I'm going to look in the book because I cannot remember what it's called. Oh yeah, the Ansu's rune. Associated with the letter A. So it could be something about the letter A that's exciting to you. I know, even though it looks like an F. It's so hard to, there, I think you guys can see it now. inspiration, self-knowledge, like inner knowledge. I think it's like your higher self already knows, excuse me, what the path is going to be, and knows what kind of exciting and new things are going to, you know, come into your life in this next chapter. But in the meantime, it's like, just go with it. Yeah, it's like, you do know you're not going to stay stuck. You do know things will change. And it's just, I think instead of feeling discouraged by these smaller steps, getting back into that more exciting part of life, instead of being discouraged by having to maybe take baby steps, it's feel inspired by these baby steps, because each thing will prepare you to do more next time, will prepare you for an even greater step the next time. Let's do immunology for you. Don't take this one literally at face value. It says nothing will come of your situation, but it also says your commitment is being tested. It's I think the faith in like knowing and trusting God or spirit or universe, whatever you want to call that, has the controls, and just knowing, I think, yeah, maybe what's being tested here is just that faith in knowing that you're not stuck and that life is always moving and that spirit has a plan and has like a course of action for you. You're not going to be stuck, bored forever. It is going to be okay. And with the nothing will come of the situation, it's maybe you've been feeling like this and spirit's like, no, you don't have to feel that way. But perhaps the more you worry about it and the more you fixate on how nothing really seems to be happening, the more it will feel like nothing's coming of your situation. Okay, and now Alex had a question as well. If you are still in the chat, Alex, do you want a general reading, or do you just do you have anything specific you wanted to look at? Okay, Alex says, I got a new job, which is cool. I'm with my parents, which says equals cool. I saw Europe this year. Amazing. That is awesome. But I've been feeling detached. I think it's because someone hurt me, but the apathy is lingering too long. Okay. And Laverne Cochran says, remember me. Did you send a super chat a minute ago? Yes, you did. I see that. And I'll add you to... we'll do Alex's reading, and then we'll do yours, Laverne. So it sounds like you've had a really cool year so far with the going to Europe and getting the new job and being with your parents. But okay, yeah, with the feeling detached because someone hurt you and the apathy is lingering too long. What's Spirit's advice on that? Interesting. I don't know if it's relevant whether it was a romantic hurt or a friendship hurt. I'm leaning more towards perhaps friendship here, but we have Five of Pentacles, but it's in reverse, okay? So Five of Pentacles, this is like the suffering and the pain and the struggle and the really feeling bad about something, but it's in reverse. So this feeling is not serving you. There's something about it that is no longer serving you. But this is not meant to throw any shade or you know, to make you feel ashamed of still feeling like feeling hurt over whatever it is that happened, because that is natural. It's 100% okay to feel like that. I'm just listening to what Spirit has to say. Okay, you're still, something about, are you still mad at the situation? Are you mad at this person, at the situation? It's like, what is it that still causes you to feel off whenever it comes up? Because it actually doesn't need to stick around. It is okay to release this. I have here at the Three of Cups, lean on the support of the friends who love you and the people who are there and the people that you trust, the people that you can go to, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what you're thinking, and you can just be open and honest with. You're going to find out that that person who hurt you, I think you may not get the full story on why they did it, right? Because we don't always know what's going on in somebody else's mind or what's going on in somebody else's world. But you will know that their actions had actually less to do with you. It was more something that was going on inside of them. And Spirit wants you to know that it wasn't your fault. It wasn't like you did anything wrong, and it wasn't like you are deficient in some way. It doesn't mean you lack the worthiness to have this kind of friendship or romance in your life. Sometimes we'll never know fully why somebody has hurt us. But I'm getting in this case, maybe in this case, you don't have to know the exact reason why. But just know that it was more about them than it was about you. Let's see, what else do we got? The connection was strong, nothing what I felt before she removed me from her life. And I'm very sorry to hear that. And that, I understand, that would really hurt. And it does hurt. It does hurt when people do that to us. So let's see, what other messages can we have for Alex here? And maybe some advice here. Okay, first of all, yep, Three of Swords. And I see where you're saying in the chat where you're like, I should have moved on already. Well, I don't know. That's still a form of grief. And like we said when we did Kathy's reading, there's no timeline for how long you should grieve a person or for when you should get over them or whatever. The advice here for Spirit saying, like, don't deny your feelings. Maybe some of why it's been really hard and you've had this, like, this energy, that no longer serves you. It's because maybe something just hasn't been fully acknowledged and felt. And Spirit's saying that it's okay. Like, it doesn't matter how long ago that this happened. If you feel sad about it, like, it's okay to cry about it if you need to cry. It's okay to feel mad if you need to feel mad. It's okay. Like, it will pass. That the heartbreak, it will pass. And I'm being drawn to the rain clouds in the back. It doesn't rain forever. It does eventually go away, unless you are from the Star Wars universe and you live on the planet Camino, where it is always raining. But we're not on Camino, right? We're on Earth, and even the parts of Earth where it is raining all the time, it's not always 24/7, 100% always raining. It does pass. And Spirit's saying this will pass too. In Spirit saying, in 10 years, is this still going to hurt you? No. You're going to become much stronger. And I'm not saying that this process is going to take you 10 years. No, no, no. It's just Spirit saying, like, in the future, you know, today maybe it hurts, but in the future, it's just going to be a memory. And you're like, oh yeah, I remember that person. Yeah, it sucked how things turned out, but wasn't my fault. So, you know, you're able to move forward because like bigger and better things will come into your life, right? And healing will come, and the emotional release. Sometimes you have to learn to forgive things and learn to forgive people over and over again. Sometimes you have to learn to feel and release your feelings over and over again. And that's okay. That is part of the process. It is part of how we live life as spiritual beings having a human experience. I feel like jumping right to immunology for you. I keep getting this word closure though. Like maybe you keep wanting closure and you feel like you're not getting it. And Spirit's saying like there are times where you can have the closure but not understand why everything turned out the way it did. That Spirit's saying like they want you to find closure in knowing that it wasn't your fault, and that like it wasn't anything you did. I definitely feel like it wasn't anything you did. It was just that person made that choice, and we don't know why. We may never know why, but it wasn't your fault, and you're worthy of love and compassion. And that's the closure Spirit wants you to have, is that you are worthy no matter what. Even if somebody shuts us out of their lives, you're still worthy. Moonology. Okay, well, this first one says don't let pride get in the way. What this one means in your case is that don't let like other people's expectations, you should be over it by now. Don't let that get in the way of your healing. Or maybe, yeah, you feeling like, oh, I should just be over it. This is so embarrassing. I'm still so hung up on her. No, that's okay. There's nothing embarrassing about that. It's just human emotions. And we all have them, and we all feel them, and we all have to express them and release them and move past them. So there's nothing wrong with that. So don't let that get in the way of your healing. It's okay. We also have be bold and make the first move. So maybe the first move in your healing journey here is not, maybe you're waiting for an apology from her. Don't. Maybe she will apologize, maybe she won't. But Spirit's saying don't wait for that. You take the first step for your healing journey. Like, you take care of yourself. You can get the healing you need without having to talk to her or get an apology from her at all. But I'm also seeing something about, like, perhaps in your next relationship, there's somebody, you will meet somebody new. And maybe in this new connection, should you choose, to go forward and have another romantic relationship again, that this next person, you're being encouraged to make the first move. But again, making the first move in your healing journey, which is, just being like, you know what? I may never know why she did this. I may never hear from her again, but I don't need to know why. And I don't need to hear from her again in order to heal. I can heal and I can get through this. You will heal and you will get through this, and you will meet new people. You will meet good people. Should you choose to have a relationship like that again, you will. I'll tell you a quick story, and this is how I know that you will. I'll tell you a quick story. Okay, picture it. Alberta, 2016. I had started seeing a young guy. I was 19 years old. No, I was 20 years old. And I had been seeing this young guy for a little bit, about a month or so. And I really liked him. I would get that hummingbird heartbeat every time that he was around. And this person just, I had never felt so excited around someone before. And I'd never felt such intense feelings of that excitement, of the insecurity, of the like, and I thought, oh my God, this is it. This is the one. This is like, I've never felt so intense with somebody before. 40 days into the relationship, he dumps me. Okay? It was October 22nd. No, it was 2015. Okay, again, I'm terrible at telling stories. It was October 22nd, 2015. He came to my apartment after ignoring me all day. And he said, I got to talk to you. And he gave back the t-shirt that I'd left at his house. And I knew it was over. But you know what? I was hurt over it for a very long time. I actually grieved over that for a whole year. That person that I saw him once in the grocery store a couple years ago, and I almost didn't recognize him because I just didn't care. And I thought I would never get over that. I thought I'd never get over this person who made me feel such intense feelings. But eventually I did. And in that, in 2016, a guy that I used to go to school with sent me a message. I had changed my profile picture, and I guess I was looking really cute or something. He sent me a message. He's like, hey, you look really cute, and this is maybe a long shot, but, here's my number if you want to text. We can always hang out sometime, and, I heard you like video games. I do too. We should game together. And I thought, oh, whatever, okay. This younger guy wants my attention. I still wasn't over this Prince Charming that had dumped me. But I let myself feel the feelings. I went to therapy over this person. I eventually took that younger guy up on his offer to go hang out and play video games with him. He's in the next room over there, and we are common law married. We've been engaged for a long time. We've been happy together. Life took us on different paths. We ended up not going out with each other when we were 19 and 20 years old back then. But life brought us back together. And that other guy, the one that dumped me, tall guy, I'm going to just call him tall guy, I'm not going to use his name, who dumped me, I don't give a shit. I don't care at all. I don't think about him at all. I don't remember his last name. I don't remember his phone number. I don't remember what his dog's name was. I don't care at all. I thought I would never get over that person. This tall, blonde, Norwegian, blue-eyed guy that I thought, oh. But I did. And I ended up with the love of my life, who is in the next room over on the other side of that wall. Laverne is absolutely right. Bad things happen so good can come out of it. I learned a lot from that experience. I learned a lot about my self-worth. I never got the closure or an apology or anything from this person either. But then I found out I didn't need it in order to heal and to move on. And now, life it worked itself out so that I have somebody in my life who is a million times better than tall, blonde Norwegian guy would have ever been to me. Okay, so that happened to me. And I got dumped. Someone cut me out of their life, blocked me, all that. And I thought I'd never get over it, and I did. And I ended up with somebody even better. And you will too. And even if you don't want to get into a relationship again, you'll still end up with someone even better, and that's yourself. Okay. So that was my story. I have ADHD, so sometimes telling stories is very difficult for me to do. So, yeah, exactly. That tall Norwegian blue-eyed Mr. Dumper, as Ellie puts it, gave me a gift. He helped me to grow. And in a way, sometimes I liken it to the trash taking itself out. Doesn't mean that he was a bad person, but he just wouldn't have been right for me. And it made room for something even bigger and better in my life. All right, so Laverne, I'm going to jump into your reading now. I'm going to go back up to your message with your super chat. It was, you said, do you see my financial situation getting better? Okay. Now, first of all, thank you for the super chat. And to everybody who has been sending me super chats, I love it. I appreciate it. But I just want you to know that it's not a requirement to be part of my channel or to be part of the streams. It helps my channel. It helps me eventually when Google pays out, you know, hit the payment threshold and Google pays out. It does help me to pay for like my bills, my phone bill, my internet. And when that's paid, then I can continue to help you guys. But it's not a necessity. Like, I will still give you the attention and the time of day even without super chats. Okay, wanted to get that out of the way. So Laverne. Whoops. For whatever reason, those did not shuffle well. Okay, so Laverne, financial situation, will it get better? First thing I'm hearing from Spirit is everything gets better with time. But let's just get some more insight. Does Google get some of the super chat? I'm not sure, but they do get a good chunk of ad revenue. But from looking at my analytics, I think I get the majority of the super chat shares. But anyway. Laverne's financial situation, does it get better? You don't have to answer this necessarily, but I'm still going to ask, were you scammed in the past? Because I see, or stolen from, because we got 7 of Swords. This is like the thief, the scammer, the liar. And they like swooped in. They more or less like kind of like swooped in and like tricked you. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, they swooped in, they tricked you. There was quite a battle over it. Spirit just wants you to know that that person who did that to you, okay, so that, and I see you said your boss did that, and I am so sorry that happened, but Spirit wants you to know that person who did that to you, they're not getting away with that, okay? There are going to be like consequences for this person. They're not as slick or as smart as they think they are. They're getting caught. So Spirit wants you to take some comfort in knowing that they're being caught. However, I see. Yeah, because that person, they really left you in a lurch. I see that. And some of these cards are just Spirit filling me in. I know this is stuff that you know. This is just Spirit filling me in on what's been going on. And I see where there's been worries. I see now with this death card where like you have to start over. There's this feeling of having to just start over. I'm interested. I'm going to pull a few cards about like the situation, like with your boss and stuff, because they're, with this devil card, this is representing your boss. Supporting some. Sorry, I'm struggling to just say it out loud because Google is really weird about what kind of words are allowed on YouTube. And sometimes you're allowed to say one word without getting demonetized or limited, and sometimes you can't. But so, like, something was stolen from you because it was meant to feed an addiction that this person had. I'm glad that she's not your boss anymore. But yeah, something to support an addiction that this person had. I'm going to pull cards. because I need to get more into this. Okay. What's going to be the result? Because we know she's not getting away with it. We know she's getting caught. Now we kind of have an idea of why she did it. What next? She did to all her employees. I see your message there. So what's next? Okay. Temperance and Queen of Pentacles. So Temperance is like gradual healing. Queen of Pentacles, I think this is like you getting some of this money returned to you. It's you being put back in a position of security. And we have Nine of Cups. This is Wish Come True card. I'm just going to put these in a neat little pile because my tabletop is filled now. Yeah, I'm seeing you're getting good news. I'm just reading off the bottom of the deck now. There are 2 on the bottom that Spirit wants me to look at for you. There is good news coming. It is in the next 4 months. So it is going to be a bit of a process, but there's good news coming in the next 4 months. I get 4 months with 4 of Cups. So what is this that's coming in the next 4 months? Is this maybe when you get the money returned to you? I feel like it's what's been stolen from you is not going to be like permanently missing. Like you are going to get it back. What is this good news? I think you do get it back because 8 of Cups and it's in reverse. So you're saying this person's not your boss anymore. Perhaps maybe they were fired, but this 8 of Cups, I'm like getting something about like settling out of court where it's like, ugh, I'm just not going to fight anymore. Fine, I'll just pay it back. Fine, whatever, I'll pay it back. Something like that. And then 6 of Swords going from turbulence and like financial strain and worry to more stability. It's going to take a little bit of time though, but it does seem like there's somebody's working on it. I'm just going to ask Spirit if this person is going to be sued and if or if there's some kind of like a class action thing going on and if that's why you get the money back. Who fell out on the floor? Yeah, someone's looking into it right now. Okay. And then we'll look, oh, you're asking also about a green card. Okay. So yeah, I do think your financial situation, it gets better. It does take a little bit of time though. But yeah, let's look into this green card. Yes. Wheel of Fortune, baby. Your luck is changing. There's something changing for the better with your luck. And I felt like this was like a big yes. Excuse me, I have the hiccups again. Aces are also yes cards. And I did have this Ace of Pentacles. Could be in the next year you're able to get it. If there is a bit of a waiting time with this process. I've never had to get a green card before, so I'm not familiar with how that all works. But yes, within the next 1 year. And again, with good news. So yeah, you are getting this good news. I'm seeing with this 3 of Cups, you and I think there are a couple of like your friends or people that you're close to are also getting this yes. So if you're moving to another country, it does seem as though like you're going to be able to move together, or you're all like you and there are other people that you're close to who also applied, that you're all getting approved together. Yeah, and I'm seeing there's work available. There's going to be full-time work available for you. And steady, predictable income that builds up and becomes stronger over time. Oh, cool, you're from Jamaica. That is awesome. Well, hello from Canada. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting your, look at that, sun card. There's happiness. There's a good outcome here for you. Underneath the sun card, justice. There's, again, this partly why I think you're getting that money back. There's justice. There's something is being made correct and being made right. So that's getting better. That the financial is getting better. Yes, you're getting the go ahead to be able, I see you said you just got married in Alabama. Congrats. And yeah, just being able to go ahead and move forward in your life and be able to start again and rebuild what it is that you've lost. Let's do a moonology for you, just for one last extra word. Confidence is your key to success. I love seeing that. Yeah, Spirit's just like, yeah, have your head up. It's like, keep your head up, keep your chin up. Like, you know, it is going to work out. And it's just like, Spirit's just encouraging you to be brave, because this is a huge deal. And all of this is just a great big process, but Spirit's saying like, no, be brave. Like, you got this. You can do this. This is working out. Just be confident. It is working out for you. All right. So that's what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Again, congrats on the marriage. It's very exciting news, lovely news. Now, you're asking, do you think you should start your own business? Let's do a quick, let's just do a quick little thing here. Start your own business, Laverne. Actually, going into business, like with this, now could be with your spouse. It's a King of Swords. The gender is not necessarily that important, but it's this masculine energy here. So with your, this is after you're already moved in and the immigration thing, and that's all settled. This is in the future, okay? So not right now, but eventually. I think this is with the person that you are married to, like with your partner, going into together. And I'm just seeing here like long-term stability and success. So there could be some kind of like a family business or something. And again, on the bottom, Justice card, where it's like, it'll be balanced out. You'll be able to balance your checkbook. I'm hearing something about that. No, who uses a checkbook anymore? But I keep hearing like you're going to be able to balance your books, balance your checkbook, balance your needs. But right now, just that's future stuff though. So just for right now, just focus on what's ahead of you and the immigration and the green card and stuff like that. Okay. I'm gonna have a drink of water and shuffle. I think I have enough energy and time right now, I think, to do one more. And then I do have to get a couple of other things done. Yeah, no problem, Livern, and best wishes for you. Hello to Kenai 89. I'm going to go back through the chat just to make sure I haven't missed anybody who did ask. And somebody that I haven't already read for. I'm just looking through the chat. Vincent's wondering, how can I get my own tarot reading? You know what? Let's allow Kenai and Vincent. We'll do 2 more. So, okay, so let's do Kenai, and then Vincent, if you would like a tarot reading, just put your question in the chat. Kenai, what do you want your reading to be on? General message, or is there anything in particular? Oh, and then Desert Dawn, I'm in the chat with a question, but not critical. Okay. Maider Saka, I'm very, I love how you're participating in the chat. This is amazing, wonderful. I'm just going to do my last few readings for people who haven't asked yet. Okay, so Kenai89 says specific, hold on. Okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah, but you know what? I'm not trying to be rude or hurt your feelings or nothing like that. No. I absolutely love when people ask questions and want to get involved and love doing readings and stuff. But I just wanted to make sure I still got time for Kenai, Vincent, and I know Dawn said hers was not critical, but she has been waiting. But yeah. Well, thank you for understanding. Just wanted to make sure that I was getting my point across clearly. And then in the meantime, while I'm waiting for Kenai's question, if anybody does want to book a private reading, I do have private readings open. The booking link is calendly.com/WRTC. No, Wild Rose TC. Moderators, can you put that in the chat? I just, off the top of my head, my brain just farted and can't. Brain fart. Can't think. But the link is there. We can always, there. Thank you, Lilith. Calendly.com/WildRoseTC. Yeah, that's what it was. And that's, you can book one-on-one readings with me. You can actually also book lessons if you're wanting to learn tarot. I now have tutoring available as I work on building my bigger beginner's course. Okay, so Kenai says, do I officially hear from my dream client this month or January? What are they doing right now? Okay. So does Kenai hear back from their dream client December or January? Let's just see what we can get from the tarot with that. I don't know if it's going to be this month or January. I'm seeing 6 of Cups, perhaps 6 months. So 6 months from now. June? Middle of June? Possibly. But there's something about, like, you'd be able to get a better offer or something like that, or like just more, like a better compensation if, excuse me, if this client waits. They might have more to offer you in 6 months as opposed to now. And then let's see, what are they doing right now in regards to this working relationship situation. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Because right now they do have a lot of work that they're currently doing. They have a lot of projects on their agenda right now and a lot of stuff to get through. I'm seeing something about contract work that they have, like there's contract work or something that they're waiting on, like they need to finish some things and submit, but they're also waiting for somebody else to submit information to them. And they've been a little bit overworked at the moment. That's why there might be a delay. And then once they are available to get to you, then you'll notice the communications will be much quicker. Okay, we have for Moonology, take time to breathe out. Could just be releasing. Perhaps there's maybe some anxiety or something that just needs to be released. And then we have emotions are running high, and I'm not sure that this is about you. I think this is more about them. With them being over, like having a lot of work right now and just being a little bit, yeah, they're just overwhelmed with the amount of things that are on their plate right now. And they feel stressed because of it. And that could be why you haven't been hearing back from the stream client just yet. But yeah, perhaps in the next 6 months, they have more time, more space in their calendar, and perhaps more money to offer to you. So that's what I have for you. And then Vincent, are you still in the chat? Do you have a specific question, or was it something general? And then at the same time, Dawn, do you have a specific question? I would have definitely missed it if you put it in the chat earlier. But if you're able to just put it in the chat again, that would be great, and I'd be able to help you out with that. And then Maider Saka, yes, these always save as they always save as a video that you can go back and replay. Oh, Aisha, I was hoping you'd show up. Okay. Your question is missed. It's not showing. Okay. My queue is closed right now, but I actually wanted to ask you something. I forgot to ask you something very important last week. And because last week we did the reading about marriage and stuff like that. And if it's personal or anything, you don't necessarily have to answer, but I forgot to ask you, because we were talking about arranged marriage and stuff, if you were an adult. I just wanted to double check and make sure that you were legally an adult. Because I 100% believe in women supporting women and women protecting women. Oh, you're 27. Okay. Whew. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Because I was just worried. After the stream, I thought, oh no, I didn't ask, is she safe? Is the situation okay? But that's good to know. I just wanted to make sure that everything was, legally and everything okay. And if you needed, if you were underage and needed support or some kind of help, I was ready to rally up what I could. So Dawn says, it was general, but specifically, is there an ideal time to list my home in Mexico for sale? Concerned about the political climate and how it might impact my decision to sell. An ideal time to list the home in Mexico. Well, that sounds really nice, actually. I would love to. There's snow everywhere right now. I would love to. I wish I could be in Mexico right now. Ugh. All right, so let's see, Dawn's Mexico house. When would be a good time? See if we can get an estimate. When would be a good time to list it? Ooh. Perhaps Three of Cups, perhaps in the next 3 months. And we got Wheel of Fortune, where like you would have, there's something about having like better luck with this, I think, if you were to list it sooner. And then I'm hearing like a steal of a deal. And it doesn't mean you're stealing. It doesn't mean anybody's stealing from you. It just means that like you list it and then a buyer's going to come snatch it up right away because they're going to be like, that is an incredible deal. Absolutely. Like, oh, we're going to absolutely go ahead and do this. So steal of a deal, but and then just bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. You're still getting enough money to, there's like something here about, like supportive income, but there's predictable income, like long-term, like the money that you can earn from this it will keep you going for a little while. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, like, yeah, I think it is going to be a good time to sell relatively soon, just from what these cards are saying. And yeah, like there will be good money. There will be good money coming to you. There could also be something about the exchange rate, perhaps. If you're in the US, I don't know what the exchange rate for, Mexican pesos and US dollars and stuff is. And I understand sometimes they do use American money in Mexico, but there could be something about the exchange rate that it works really well in your favor. Where for the person buying, it's a good deal for them. But yeah, when you convert everything, you end up making a pretty good sum. We have, there's don't let pride get in the way. But I don't see it as like you necessarily being too prideful or anything like that. It's just, what is it that I'm trying to describe? I know what it is. I just don't have the words. Worrying about like coming out like on top, like best, and maybe perhaps worrying about how maybe you come across to potential buyers, perhaps you want to come across like you're very intelligent, which you are, but worrying about how you seem to appear to prospective buyers, and Spirit's like, no, don't worry about that. Don't let that get in the way. And then we have something about don't let the past hold you back. So perhaps you maybe tried to sell property or something in the past and you just didn't get offers that you were very happy with. Spirit's like, don't worry, like it's not necessarily going to be a repeat of something that didn't succeed last time. It's going to be okay. So that's what I have for you, Dawn. Now I don't see Vincent in the chat, so maybe he had gone away, but I will just pull a card for him so that he can come back and watch this on the replay. Just to get a message for Vincent before we go. Okay, Vincent actually gets like 4 cards here. So for Vincent, if he's watching or replaying this later, the first message is don't give up on your plans, and not to give up on your ideas, because there's a really good idea that you have or some kind of plans that you have. Even if you are the only one who thinks it is a good idea, if you're the only one who is able to see the bigger picture in the situation, it's like, just keep going, have faith. Other people may not understand or agree with whatever it is that you want to do, but it's okay. Like, even if you're the only one that thinks it's a good idea, Spirit's saying, just Just keep going. It is going to be tough work. It is. And you're not going to have to go through this entire process alone. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do or planning to do, it's going to be a lot of work. And some of it, you're going to do some of it on your own, but not all of it, because we have, with the Page of Wands, there is support. Somebody, you know, gets in touch with you, sends you a message or something and says, hey, I like what you're doing. Can I help? Or, hey, I think we have a similar idea. Maybe we should collaborate. We have nothing is yet set in stone as the Moonology card. So if you need to make changes to your plans or tweak a couple of things, that's completely fine. A new start is coming. I just pulled this off the bottom of the Moonology Oracle. Excuse me. But yeah, Spirit's like encouraging you to whatever it is that you're wanting to do and go forward with, do it. Because right now you may be the only one that thinks it's a good idea, but eventually other people are going to be like, hey, I like what you're doing and I want to help. So that's the message that I have. Now, that is the end of the queue. If there was anybody I did not get a chance to read for, I do apologize. However, I will be back next week. And I will continue to post channeled messages, tarot readings for you guys, collective readings, and pick a cards and stuff like that. And then if you wanted to, again, book a private reading with me, absolutely, I'm available. You can book through Calendly. The link is in the description. And that's where we're going to leave off today, because it's been a couple hours on stream already. And I do have more work to do, and I do have a couple more things I would love to get done today. I would stay here forever if I could, but I can't. So thank you to everybody who has joined the chat. Thank you to all my new viewers who've come in, and to all of my returning viewers. I hope everybody has a fantastic week coming up and has a very happy rest of their Sunday. And if I didn't get to you, it's nothing personal. I'm out of time. No worries. I'll be back. We'll be back. It's okay. It all works out in the end eventually. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys, next week on stream. Yeah, it's not Christmas next week. I don't know if I'll be around on YouTube necessarily around Christmas time, but I'm going to try for next Saturday or next Sunday on stream, and then have some stuff to upload for you guys during the week as well. All right. Thank you. Bye.